The last video we discussed adding tiny, realistic details to bring our stories to life and help our readers picture in their mind. Today I want to show you something I noticed as I was reading Henry and Mudge and the Happy Cat. I noticed that Cynthia Ryan divides her stories into chapters. See, look, she has a chapter, What is it? A Good Mother, a Surprise. What did Cynthia Ryan probably do to come up with the chapters? Chapter 1, the beginning, where Henry gets the cat. Chapter 2, the middle, where the cat takes care of Mudge. And then Chapter 3, the ending, where the owner takes it back. Cynthia Ryan must have thought what would happen in the story, and then made each chapter one part, a beginning, a middle, and an end. You could have chapters in your stories. Readers love chapters because it helps them get excited for what is coming next in the story. So writers, today I want to teach you that fiction writers often divide their stories into chapters. One way they do this is to break their stories into 3 parts: the beginning, the middle, or the trouble part, the end, or where they fix the trouble. Let's give it a try. Let's take my story I'm working on about Joe. In this story, Joe faced another dog. Last time the dog was cute. Joe was scared, but the dog was little and cute. This time, though, the dog was not cute, and Joe almost got bit. Watch how I plan out the beginning, a middle, and the end. So in my story, in the beginning, Joe faced another dog. In the middle, the trouble part, he almost got bit. And then in the end, where we fix the trouble, he realizes he should be more careful. Did you see how I divided the main parts of the story into the beginning, then the trouble, and then fixed the trouble? Those could be my chapters. Now I can think about what will go in each chapter and make sure it makes sense, that I've got the order right. So Chapter 1, Joe saw a big guard dog. It looked pretty mean. Chapter 2, Joe tried to pet the guard dog through the fence. Chapter 3, the dog tried to bite Joe. Wait a minute, that doesn't sound like an ending, does it? I have to get the character out of trouble. I'll add the dog tried to bite Joe in Chapter 2. That means maybe in Chapter 3 can be Joe saw the Beware of Dog sign and realized how lucky he was. Do you see how I thought through what would happen in my story and then I tried to divide it into parts? The beginning, the trouble, and then fixing the trouble? I only got confused for a minute and my ending wasn't really an ending, so I had to do it again. So the first step is to plan out the beginning, the middle, and the end as 3 chapters. Then the second step is to tell what happened in each chapter. One last step. You can write some snappy titles for the chapters. I usually remind myself what happened in the chapters, then I try out a title. So let's think. Joe and the Guard Dog, Chapter 1. Again, Joe saw a big guard dog. It looked pretty mean. I could name Chapter 1 the new dog, because it is a different dog. Chapter 2. Joe tried to pet the guard dog through the fence. The dog tried to bite Joe. So I could name Chapter 2 a big mistake, because Joe made a big mistake by putting his hand through that fence, and the dog almost bit him. And then Chapter 3, I could do, how about Beware of Dog? Because that in Chapter 3 is where Joe saw the Beware of Dog sign and realized how lucky he was. As you're planning your stories, writing chapter titles and rehearsing each chapter is a great way to plan a story. So if you start a new story today, or any day, give this a try. One tip: as you stretch out all the parts of your stories, you're writing more, And this means you're often writing on stories for more than one day. That means you should start each writing session by rereading what you wrote last time, then starting the next part of the story. That way, you won't forget a part. Your readers are waiting for your next series books. Have fun writing today. I can't wait to see what you're doing. Have a great day.